I've carried a lot of things through from, that I had already explored in previous work, like unrequited love, or even just the subject of difference, of being different, the people who fit, the people who don't fit in society. Even if it's not at the core of the film, I guess mothers, sons. I guess we just wanted to tone everything down. I mean, André Turpin, the cinematographer, and Colombe Rabi, production designer whom I've worked with since the very beginning. Well, not since the very beginning, but for like years. It was just really important for us to feel a certain change and just have an approach that was just more down to earth and just more pastel in our palette. These are two words that just feel really stupid in my mouth right now, but a more pastel palette. Yeah, to just feel that things would just be more simple and more realistic, I guess, than curating a whole world where you have all the tapestry and all the curtains and everything's dark and everything's dim and everything's beautiful and it has to be pretty and it has to be perfect. We just wanted to reacquaint ourselves with the notion that certain things are nice, left either untouched or just in their raw state. Maxim is just the type of character that I'll play in my own films. If I look at everything, at all the characters that I've played in my movies, I wouldn't cast myself as Matt because he's just so overly confident and he's successful and he's tall and he's wearing suits, and I would never take myself seriously in a part like that. I prefer the shy guys. Yeah, the shy guys. I'll do anything anyone asks me if I'm only in front of the camera, but in my own work, I'm shy guys always. Well, to be fair, we had a chemistry from we already had a chemistry from the get-go because we're best friends in life. We're not those friends, those characters, but we are friends. We've been friends for a long time, and a lot of our inside jokes and a lot of who we are landed in that film. Cannes is where I was born as an artist. It's where everything started for me, so obviously it has a special place in my heart, but it also makes it hard for me to categorize or label as work anything that happens there, and to keep a sort of distance. It's just hard not to make everything that happens there personal. But a lot of beautiful things have happened. Mostly beautiful things have happened in Cannes. For me, it remains a place of discovery, self-discovery, and the discovery of other artists. I think that, in fact, and in part because of the festival and thanks to the festival and everything that's happened there, I've come to terms with the notion that a film has to be good or bad, or impressive, or has to command admiration or respect, or really I think now that I just want to make movies that matter to certain people for a certain reason, and that's it. That's just more than enough for me. Not because I'm lazy and I don't want to evolve. Of course I want to evolve, I want to grow, I want to be a better artist. But you can feel that sometimes in very small details in your work. And if I feel that I've achieved that sort of evolution and progress in even the smallest of ways, then what I mean is that the feeling of validation will come from the feeling that people connected with my work and with what I did. I have a lot of admiration for Paul Thomas Anderson. I love his world. I find his worlds very appealing. His films can be very different from one another, but well, there's no but. I actually find that to command admiration and respect. I love when people do different things and when they surprise us, and he always surprises me and takes me on this incredible journey through his intelligence and vision, and I find that very attractive. I would live in that world, in his worlds. And then Claude Sautet, I admire Claude Sautet a lot. Well, also because, well, I love all his films, but I also love the fact that he coexisted, or did he, with all of the great auteurs and directors from Nouvelle Vague. He wasn't, I don't think he was very appreciated or acknowledged until much later. But he had nothing to offer that was as flamboyant and smart as the likes of Truffaut and Godard. But his movies were just so incredibly sensitive and intelligent and sincere, and they were flamboyant in their own way, and had their aesthetic qualities, and were formally impressive, but weren't about being impressive and about the art form. They were just about the storytelling and the characters, and I think that they should be admired. Yeah, I first subscribed to Mubi when I was 17. It was 17. I had just moved into my first apartment, and it was called the Auteurs then, and it was, everything I'd never had, and references that seemed really dreamy and sort of distant and from all the films that I had seen growing up. I'm pretty sure, actually I know that I discovered, I'm pretty sure that I discovered Apichatpong's work on Mubi, Tropical Malady. I'm sure I watched that on Mubi, Tropical Malady, sorry. Uncle Boonmi, and so many others. And I remember when I discovered Tropical Malady, it was just, discovering a whole other way of telling stories. Not that it was so different from everything I had seen or known, but it was just so singularly unique and subtle and mystical, and stressed, I think, for the first time ever for me, the importance of having style, and having soul, and doing things your way, which is the only way, I guess.